Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your general reading. If you just found my channel, welcome and thank you for being here. I'm getting that there's something you've done. This is something coming to you, perhaps out of recognition, but it's not completely out of the blue, such as having already put some energy into something and it pays off. That's sort of how I'm reading that. Eye of the needle, intentionality. Needle in a haystack, isn't that interesting? Okay. It could be that you're really having to focus in on something minute. Okay. Then we have hollow bone, teachability, magician's sword, confidence in your magic. Look at that. It's feeling to me like some sort of, okay, I'm hearing again opportunity, but it comes about in a way that maybe you didn't anticipate. You might even be saying, whoa, I didn't mean for that to happen. Another example could be you're asked to become the expert on something. I'm reading this really intuitively. I'm looking at teachability. And ordinarily, this hollow bone teachability energy for me as a reader comes through to signify that there's been some significant lesson learning, wisdom. I feel like you hold some kind of wisdom. And maybe it's what you do with that wisdom. Maybe you are adept at uncovering things that other people just don't see. This opportunity feels also, just one more point about this, confidence in your magic. You might feel like, oh my gosh, that was kind of accidental. I didn't foresee that this would happen or this would unfold. And you're being asked to do something pretty significant, and maybe you question yourself. Okay, so let's see where we go with this. I want to show you this. Overwhelm and plenty, overflow, netcaster, preparations come to fruition, gathering round the power of community. I feel like something is building, an opportunity is coming your way. So let's take a look at what you can expect. I just saw 444. Destiny, the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. This could be something that brings you prosperity. All right, let's take a look at this event. Whatever this opportunity is, what does Sagittarius need to know? I love that. Bottom of the deck, the Tower. Disruptive, maybe disruptive to your life, disruptive to plans. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm going to take them in the order they came out. We have the High Priestess. Interesting. Trusting your intuition. Maybe you have something that you haven't yet shared. See, because I'm getting Secret Keeper. We have the Star. Being recognized for something. Maybe your abilities are like off the charts. We have Accelerated Motion, the Emperor, and the Ace of Swords. This could be your energy, maybe taking charge of something. This could be a boss figure. Okay, I just heard Talent Scout. Interesting. You may be scouted by someone who's like, look at this. At whatever that is. You might be like, whoa, I did not expect that. Judgment and Justice. Spirit said there was some significance to this. The Five of Wands. And I'm almost seeing in a total other deck, there's the Crossing Initiation. It's from this Shaman's Dream deck, where there is a really narrow bridge to this portal that's opening up for you, but you feel like there could be this divide or this chasm, this thing you need to overcome. Now, the Five of Wands in the regular tarot depicts conflicting priorities, people who are interfering, drama, things getting in the way. There's a reason they wanted me to show you this. And, you know, maybe this is, I don't know, are you being sort of plucked out of obscurity and other people don't like it? I don't know. You know, people just need to stand on their own merits, right? But interesting, we have the Tower. Okay, so let's find out, what is this about? Okay, we're not going to use the tarot yet. Okay, we're going to clarify what this is with the wisdom of the oracle. Again, I'm getting there's going to be some significant changes in your life to align yourself with this. So what's happening for Sag? There's movement, and I feel like with this Emperor energy, there's some really significant decisions. And it may be based on news you receive, you know, what somebody shares with you. This could be, you know, I did hear like talent scout for somebody or recruiter. I forgot what I said, but it could be that you're like, whoa, I didn't expect that. I'm feeling, because of this, I'm feeling an element of surprise with what you hear. Okay, so what is required of you for this opportunity? Okay, we have the Fates. Something is indeed on your path that could get delivered in a way you don't expect. Mending. This could be healing work. It could be a significant connection that's coming back together. Again, opportunity felt like it could be applicable in many ways. Excuse me. All right, let's keep going. I just saw 911. Wow. You're breaking routine. These came out together. Round and round, something on repeat. You're leaving that. Something changes up your routine. Orphaned for me as a reader in this deck is, I'm out of here. It's an exit. Okay, what does that mean? A little cryptic, isn't it? Be open. Be open and in flow, whatever this is. I feel like Spirit is saying you may not have intended, right? Eye of the needle. You might not have intended for something to unfold in the way that it does, but it was meant to unfold that way. And I don't think you have all the facts around it. We're going to look at this, definitely. Come to the edge. So big change. Taking a risk, taking a leap. Chaos and conflict doesn't have to be your life, but it could mean, oh wow, okay, I'm getting two messages. Okay, Spirit, hold on then. The first thing I'm getting is that your persona, the way you're seen, is different. Look at how these giraffe marking spots are falling off to reveal the zebra beneath. So to me, it feels like that's one message. The other message is life could get pretty busy. Breathe, imagine. To me, this is all about manifestation. What do you want something to be? Dream it and live it. This is kind of big. And I don't know if you're feeling it. If you're not, it's probably not your reading, but I'm feeling like doors just kind of fly open. So, you know, if this is you being recognized, I mean, this can also be a healing energy, the star. But if this is you being recognized, I feel like you're going to say, whoa, I did not see this coming. So let's get some clarity. High Priestess. Be open and receptive to whatever this is. Postponement in reverse. So something could move pretty quickly. You know what I feel like? Okay, this is weird. I feel like Spirit, maybe for a period of time, slowed your activities, your work, or something almost down to like a still, only to prepare you for this thing that's about to really pick up speed. Okay, let's keep going. What is the star? Is this recognition? Oh, okay, we have the moon. Well, you don't see this coming, perhaps. There's something percolating beneath the surface. Okay, they pointed out these like lizards. Lizards might be significant for you. Maybe look up the spiritual meaning behind lizards. But this is the moon energy. It's hidden things. It's maybe evokes deep emotion. Maybe there's something you do or you've done in the past that is really like hitting the hearts of other people. Again, the opportunity, I'm navigating it, but it could be a few things. So you're at a crossroads because of this. If this opportunity is a wish of yours or something that you're like, oh my gosh, this could be kind of big, look at that. I feel like you're sort of backing up from whatever this is, taking a look at it. And look at that, the star at the bottom of the deck. Silence in this deck. It's interesting because I feel like what this is, okay, I need to assess this in some way and see if this is maybe the right thing for me. I mean, maybe. Let's see what is picking up speed. This could be communication. We do have that combo here. Accelerated motion, what is that? It could be that something happens fairly quickly and you're needing to kind of, I don't know, mobilize. What's going on there? Communication. We have the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay, wow. All right, we have the 6 of Swords. It allows you to transition to something easier. Maybe, I don't know. Let me give you the scenario that Spirit just gave me. If I'm reaching a group of Sagittarians who have poured themselves into something that benefits others, now I feel like there's something about it that becomes easier for you. Breakthrough and the star. Justice. And we have that here. So it could be like a contract. It could be a lucky break financially. And you're like, oh, thank goodness. This is like perfect. So what's the Emperor about? What you hear, something you share, something that is shared with you. I'm feeling it in my throat, but this is news. Bottom of the deck, the 2 of Pentacles. This individual is navigating something just a little precarious. And I'm getting this again. You know, don't slip. You'll fall into these waters. I don't know if they're raging waters or if it's just, whoa, I got to take this, like, I got to give it a hot minute. I'm being asked to mobilize and go, but I got to think about this. So what do you hear? I'm going to use a different deck. What do you hear that is significant? What do you hear that is significant? What will be communicated? Maybe you get the job. Maybe, whoa, wow. Hanged Man and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I heard there is one more. This is probably a loaded conversation. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. To me, this is some real enthusiasm about whatever this is for you. Okay, we have 3 more. There you are. The Queen of Wands. I love that you're coming out in this energy, because I feel like there is something about you that kind of shines. Whether you are looking at something in a specific way, or someone's looking at you, at the work you do, the energy you bring to a situation, I feel like this, we have fate here, we have the wheel here, which is, this might be some sort of karmic destiny that just lands in your lap. And you're highly revered. If you're coming through with this energy, I just kind of feel like this is, have the confidence. Yeah, Spirit is pointing at this card again. You're good. Like, you're good. Allow this. Maybe you're being encouraged to be more present, be more vocal, put yourself out there. Okay, we have the Hermit in reverse and the Ace of Cups. I am getting that what you need to expect is to be a little bit more like surrounded, and I don't mean that in a bad way, like surrounded by people. I feel like if you're working alone, you may not anymore. That there's an emergence happening here. I want to get a clarifier on that. Tell us about, well, first let's look at the Wheel of Fortune. The Four of Wands, the Eight of Wands. You could move. I mean, maybe it's a job offer and you're like, okay, well, I guess I need to think about moving or changing homes. All right, what's the Hermit reverse? Strength and the Knight of Swords. You know what I'm wondering? If your perception of something is that it couldn't work, it may not pan out, Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck, that you may incite some, difficult reactions from others. There's something with that Knight of Swords, strength and the Knight of Swords. What else? Hermit reverse, Eight of Cups with the Fool. If you're asked to, perhaps put things into motion, to move something forward, you might be thinking that, your comfort zone is being rocked a little bit. What's the Ace of Cups? I'm hearing beautiful opportunity. So you might be hesitating. I'm just kind of getting you're kind of hesitating. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, and here might be why. There's an investment in something, and I feel like you're maybe needing to let that go. There's a big choice. It could be in love. I'm keeping this vague for a reason. But what are you needing to rethink? Let's look at that. Something that isn't working. It doesn't feel right. It is disappointing at the very least. It's painful at the worst. What else? If it's giving up on something, oh yeah, that was not aligned with you, this is that opposing energy, whatever that was, the conflict, the broken bridge. There's only so much you can do in a situation you're in. And I feel like maybe you see that. If this is other people, if this is an investment in, a job, and you're like, I'm not feeling it anymore, or a relationship, you're not feeling it anymore, this is the door that opens to bring you something else. Yeah, you may feel stuck in a job. You may feel stuck in a job for the money it brings. Some of you are highly intuitive. Another way I can read this is you need to trust that something regarding your successes or the future or building on the future lies elsewhere. Okay, so what doors are opening for you, Sag? Wow, your work gets recognized. I picked up on that star energy. Like there's something you have that if you shared it or acted upon it, it would be a great move for you. Okay, a lot of cards came out. We have flying free. I unfurl my wings and fly. I'm thinking of that eagle. Possibilities. Renewing your life. Radiant vitality is filling my life. Looking deeper, deep within me is a majestic radiance. Yep. Believing in your magic. And expect miracles. Holy cow. This is nice. Miracles are blossoming in my life. Bottom of the deck, soaring into joy. Whatever this is for you, Sagittarius, I feel like you've been seeking that. You've been looking for that, proverbial needle in the haystack, that opportunity that could open doors for you. You might just be scouted. I don't know why I'm feeling it, but for those of you that this is related to your work, your career, let's look at this double-decker, shining a light on your career and finances. Let's get a couple of cards. Time to leave. So that can be anything. You leave a job or you leave for an opportunity, but let's look at your work. What is coming through for Sagittarius? No competition. You stand alone in this. That's a significant energy. If you feel like where you are right now is way too saturated, I'm a tarot reader, trust me. You're gonna say, I don't think so. Okay, you may enter into a contract law. You might be a lawyer. A new boss. Okay, there's the recruiter. Now, don't get nervous when I show you the bottom of the deck. Some of you, if you leave a job or you've been let go, take it as an opportunity to just, pull back, wait. Because I feel something much better is coming in. Isn't that the case? And talk about like fate delivering sort of a blow, something you don't expect, but it ends up being like, holy wow, wonderful. So, don't hang your head. And you're a Sag. You're going to look at things, positively, and you're going to figure out a way through it. Anything else regarding your work? Okay, you may go back to school, or you may finally put some sort of higher education, higher degree, a certification, something like that to work. You could need to learn something. So take that as you will. Bottom of the deck, unexpected, good luck. All right, let's get one more card. I'm feeling it, it's in here. Yep. Okay, for some of you, if you want to leave a job where it's, there's a male-dominated organization and you don't want to be there, you don't feel like you can compete, take it that way. If this is working in a male-dominated industry, there you go. And stand up for your beliefs. Bottom of the deck again, you can't make this up. You're going to have good luck. Wow. Let's get some advice for you. Advice and answers for Sag. Oh my gosh. Next week, any timing card that flies out, it feels imminent. I'm recording this New Year's Eve. This could be next week. But that feels like something that happens fairly quickly. Wow. This will not materialize. I feel like this is what's being relinquished. You won't see this coming. It was true, whatever that means. Okay, it could be that this thing you were looking for, was it a figment of your imagination? Was someone's inquiry into the work you do or what you have to share? You know, do they believe you? Is it right? Is it true? Take that as you will. That's an obscure energy, but somebody needed to see that. Don't lose momentum. Bottom of the deck, travel arrangements. I thought there might be some kind of movement, and I see that. Okay. Prepare for change. Wow. Okay, Sag. You're going to mobilize, and I feel like you're going to be given sort of the green light, so get ready. All right, my dears, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much, Sag. I don't think this is getting extended. I'm not feeling it, but I'm going to ask Spirit. As always, if it is, the link will be below. Members, it will be in your playlist. If this is where we part ways, Happy New Year, everyone. I will see you in the next video. Take care.